You already talked about the record group. So a record group is a collection of similar records, and again, setups in the backend can be tables or they can be views as well. Okay. So you can it could be a physical table in the backend or it could be a view in the backend.
Okay.
But the main concept of all these tables which are part of the record group is that they will always have set ID as a high level key. Now I showed you what a record group looks like.
Yeah.
So this is a very basic diagram which they have put up over here. Now you can see that this is a business unit, which is a single business unit.
Yeah.
And this arrow is flowing from here to here. So this thing is controlling this data.
Okay.
And this is a record group which is called HR01.
Yeah.
01 will have all the setup tables which are related to departments. There could be 10 department tables out there. Some of them could be views, some of them could be records, but the common thing about all of those will be that they will have the highest level key as set ID, and the next highest key would be the department ID. Similar way, HR02 for job code and HR03 for location. Now here, as you can see, as I told you, I can have common values for location and I can have only India values for job codes coming up. So that is why he has put up over here 3 different values for set ID. So in this example, if let's say my business unit is India and let's assume the set01 is India and share is the global set ID. As soon as he adds someone to the business unit India, when he clicks on the prompt for any department, he will start looking at only the India departments because the set ID 01 is the India set ID.
Okay.
And as soon as he clicks on any of the job codes, he will see all the rows, whatever is out there, everything in that prompt because he is using a set ID which is global. And when he clicks on the location, he will again see only the India rows. So this set ID, you can assign different set IDs to different record groups so that you can control which type of setup data you want. See, if it was an inflexible system and if there was no concept of set ID, then whatever prompt you click, all 3 record groups will throw up the same kind of data.
Sure.
But now since you have set ID, you can have facility to group your setup data in such a way that you can segregate the data and only show the relevant data to each of the record groups we are talking about.
Sure.
So is this diagram clear?
This is fine. This is fine.
Okay. Now here is another diagram.
Yeah.
This is your organization which is called Computer Testing Research Organization. It has only 2 business units. Business Unit 1 and Business Unit 2. And Business Unit and generally all the setup tables have a convention that the setup IDs should not be more than 5 characters long.
Okay.
So this will be BU001 and this will be BU002. And now what is happening is you can see that you have a default set ID which is out there in the organization called set01. So if you have a default set ID attached to this and this, there will be no data, everything is being driven through a same combination. BU001 will always pick up set01, 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 set01. There is no another set ID out there. But now, if you create another ID, set ID 2, and you have added some new data in the department, there were 3 departments, and now you have created 2 new departments under set ID 02. There is no need to create another job code, but there is a need to create a new location and a new salary plan, which should not be shared right now. So you created set ID 02 and set ID 02. You keep your set ID 01 as it is. So business unit 1 and business unit 2 will keep on seeing all the job codes, but now different departments will start coming up for different business units.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
And now, let's say you want to share some of the data.
Yeah.
So, and okay, it has not come up that far right now. So what it is trying to say over here is that it also went on and created different record groups. So it has created HR 01, 02, 03. So from a HR perspective, record group number HR 01 till HR underscore 06 becomes relevant for you. So it has created its own record groups. So for business unit 1, it assigned, as I told you, business unit 1 BU001 becomes a set control value for it, and it assigns BU001 to set ID 01, and it becomes HR's, and this drives all your record groups. And if you go down, it created another table set sharing. BU002 is now assigned to set ID 02, which is a default set ID, but it wants set ID 01 to be out there for job codes. So in the table set control, although it selected set ID 02 for department, set ID 02 for location, set ID 02 for plan salaries, it is still using set ID 01, which contains all the job codes for business unit 02. So you will have to do this table set control setup for each business unit. So in this diagram, it was being done for BU002, and for this diagram, you will have to do it for business unit 001. So if you create n number of business units, you will have to map those business units to these record groups and select which set IDs are relevant to those business units individually. Okay.